Now remember, we are still on the first lesson, okay, of substitution method. Now today I'll complete these two sums, and hopefully our first lesson will be completed based on substitution method. Now let's move on to question number 3. We have y is equals to x minus 1 and x squared plus y squared equals to 25. Let's say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now we are going to substitute the value of y from equation 1 in equation 2. So equation 2, x squared will remain as it is, y we will write it down as x minus 1, the whole square equals to 25. So what do we do next? Now we write down as x squared plus this, we will use the sum of two squares, the difference of two squares, the whole square formula. First term squared minus 2 into the first term into the second term plus second term squared. I hope you guys know all that. So x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals to 25. Now this will give us x squared plus x squared, removing the bracket, minus 2x plus 1 equals to 25. Let's bring this 25 over here on the left hand side. So you will get x squared plus x squared will give you 2x squared minus 2x plus 1, move 25 on the other side, minus 25 equals to 0. So we have 2x squared minus 2x minus 25 plus 1 will give you minus 24 equals to 0. Now we have 2 common, so when you divide everything by 2, so what do you get? Including this 0, you will get x squared minus x minus 12 equals to 0. Now we have to find the factors of 12. When you add or subtract gives you 1, and when multiplied gives you 12. So 4 3s are 12 and 4 minus 3 will give you 1. So x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12 equals to 0. Okay? Signs are balanced, 2 negative, 2 positive. So let's find common between the first two terms, x minus 4. Between the second two terms we have 3x minus plus and minus minus, 3 4s are 12. These brackets need to be the same, okay, with the same signs also. If one sign is negative and the other is positive, that means there's something wrong. Now you take x minus 4 common. So I like to use this, but anyway, you don't need to put the sign of this implies to. So this will give us x minus 4 and x plus 3 equals to 0. So now you have two cases, either x minus 4 equals to 0 or x plus 3 equals to 0. So if I take x minus 4 equals to 0, I'll get x equals to 4, and this would give me x equals to minus 3. Okay, now I'll put the value of x equals to 4 in the first equation to get the value of y. So let's say x equals to 4 in our first equation, that is y is equals to x minus 1. So y is equals to 4 minus 1, y is equals to 3. Okay, so I've got 4 and 3. Now, if you take x equals to minus 3 in the first equation, x equals to minus 3 in the first equation, that is y is equals to x minus 1. So what do we get? Y is equals to x is minus 3 minus 1, y is equals to minus 4. Okay, so when you do x equals to 3, y is equals to minus 4. There you go. So your answer would be for x equals to 4, y equals to 3, and for x equals to 3, y equals to minus 4. Okay, I hope it is clear to you all. I'll move on to the next question also now, question number 5. Now let's move on to the next one. I'll use the more visible chalk, I think this would be better. Question number 5. When x squared minus xy equals to 0, the first equation, we are solving question number 5 and x plus y equals to 1. So, okay, so we have x squared minus xy equals to 0 and x plus y equals to 1. I'm solving the fifth question of substitution method. So let's, how do we substitute now? Let's form the second equation. It's easier for us to get the value of y, make y the subject. So the second equation, and then we substitute in the first equation. See? You can tell, instead of bringing this is going to take extra steps. So second equation we have x plus y equals to 1. So let's keep y on the left hand side and move x on the other side, so we get 1 minus x. Now this value of y equals to 1 minus x, we will substitute in the first equation. So in the first equation is x squared minus xy equals to 0. So we have x squared minus x, the value of y is 1 minus x equals to 0. So x squared minus, in order to remove this bracket you have to multiply x with 1 minus x. So minus x minus plus x into x squared equals to 0. Right? So to bring it to quadratic form, the same variables need to be added. X squared plus x squared will give you 2x squared minus x and there is no other thing equals to 0, right? Let me just check if there is any constant term. No, so we are clear over here. Equals to 0. Now from here you can see that we can take x common. So if I take x common, I'll get 2x minus 1 equals to 0. Okay? This is a form of factorization where we take common and we factorize, we get two factors, 2x minus 1 and x. So when you say equal to 0, it means you have two cases, either x equals to 0 or 2x minus 1 equals to 0. Okay? So x equals to 0 is okay, fine. We got one value of x over here. From here 2x minus 1 equals to 0. Let's find the value of x. 2x equals to, bring minus 1 over here, 1. X is equals to 1 upon 2. So there you are. So you got two values of x. Now we need to get two values for y as well. So let's take the second equation. It is more simpler than the first because first is a bit complex with x squared and xy and all that. So let's take the second equation. It's easier. X plus y equals to 1. So let's put the value of x as 0. So if you put x equals to 0, your equation will now be 0 plus y equals to 1 or y is equals to 1. So when x equals to 0, you have y equals to 1. So 0 and 1. Okay? Now, let's do the same with this. So we have the second equation, that is x plus y equals to 1. We take the value of x as half. So we get 1 upon 2 plus y equals to 1. Or let's keep y on one side. So 1 minus half. And what is 1 minus half? It's half, but you can solve it also. You can do it mentally as well. Y is equals to, taking the LCM and all that, 1 upon 2. There you go. So we have x equals to half and y equals to half. So 1 upon 2 and 1. Right? Let me just check the equation once again. X is equals to 1 upon 2 plus y equals to 1 minus half, yes. So we have 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2. There you go. So our final answer would be, let's gauge the answer, x equals to 0, y equals to 1 and x equals to half, y equals to half. I hope it is clear to you all. Remember, this method is substitution method. Substitution method. Okay? Now, we are done with substitution method, and the next lesson, I'm going to do lesson number 2, that will be on elimination method. Okay? Is that clear? Remember, my first lesson is broken into different parts, so I'll try to edit it by merging it. So, let's see. Hopefully everything is clear. Till then, take care.